Members of the National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union and Liquefying Petroleum Gas (LPG) tanker drivers are still embarking on the industrial action to press home their demands on government to fix their poor road network, which has many loading terminals, despite assurances made by the government after a delegation from the Ministry of Roads and Highways met the leadership on Tuesday to ascertain the state of the road. The union says it will continue with the strike until works commence on the Volta Aluminium Company Limited Valco Bon Road in Tema. The Vice Chairman of the National Petroleum Tanker Drivers Union, Sunday Alabi, expressed their resolve not to abort their strike until they see the beginning of works on the road.
The minister has sent his delegates to come to see how things are. So we took them to the road to see the nature of the road. And what they saw, they cannot even talk. So they said they will take the issues back to the minister so that we'll schedule a meeting and then they will come and work on it immediately. But for us, we stand where we stand until the commitment is done. We see that there are machines on the road. We are still waiting for them to do that before we go back to work. We are rather helping the government because if, God forbid, there's a rollover of a gas tanker or fuel tanker, we have closer to the township, closer to the depots, new tank closer to the depots. So any leakage or any spillage, and it can invite fire. So when there's a fire in any of the depots, the whole Tema will get burnt. And then what happened in the western region, the explosion happened in the western region, has taught us a lesson. That is why we don't want the government to go through what they went through in the western region. So we are rather helping the government not to go through such an incident again. That is why we decided to put our tools down for them to fix the road before we continue the work.
Mr. Alabi also noted that the ministry will be meeting the union on Thursday about their concerns.
There's a meeting scheduled again on Thursday, so until then we cannot speak much on the issue. So we are just waiting patiently for them because in this situation, there's nothing we can do. We are rather helping the government not to incur any debts again. So I will tell my members that they should wait patiently. We know they want to work and help the development of the country, but as we speak, our safety is most important to everybody. And then in safety, they say safety lies in your own hands. So we want to hold it in our own hands and make sure we work safely in a safe environment. Because in our training, we need to work in a safe environment. But what we see now is not safe for us. That is why we want it to be fixed before we continue the